RetroTech 100 is proudly sponsored by GBUKBoxes.com, a great place to buy a RetroPie setup, Android boxes, and all your gaming accessories. There's also free shipping worldwide. There's a link in the description below. Go and check them out. Now, I've been collecting for the last 6 months and I've amassed all these great microcomputers and consoles. But because I'm in such a small space, I never managed to hook them up all at once. Until now, that is.
RetroTech 100.
Hello and welcome to RetroTech 100. Today I've got all my computers and consoles set up. I borrowed my daughter's spare room. I've never had all this gear set up before. I've only been collecting 6 months, but I've managed to amass quite a bit of stuff. I'm going to show you what I've got, tell you how much I paid for it, and show you that you don't need a lot of money to get back into retro gaming. Okay, let's have a look. First, here's the panoramic view. Got all odd tables, keeping this stuff off the floor. Here's my Amiga 500 Plus. It didn't end up in this condition. I've cleaned it, taken it apart, put it back together again. I got it in a trade with 2 others. I've got 3 Commodore 64s in a trade and also an Amiga 500 Plus, which is this one. I've since traded off the Amiga 500 to something else I'll show you. So that's my Amiga 500 Plus. I've got this lot on a pasting table, so it's a bit crooked. I've got this very nice Commodore 64. Now, I've got this by trading the Amigas for a Commodore 64 and also a Mega Drive, and it runs really nicely. My mate Moss made me a cable for this, so the picture's lovely on it. It looks like it's flickering now, but it's not flickering in real life. I've yet to play that many Commodore 64 games, but I'm going to play more in the future. And I've got a tape player with it, and I use a Mega Drive pad. Over in the corner in the lovely pink television, I've got ZX Spectrum Plus 2A. I've got it in the box, 30 quid. And I've got a big bunch of games with it, and it's never given me a day's trouble. It's lovely. My mate Moss also made me a cable for this, and it looks wicked. Way better than RF. I have this Xbox 360. I've had it a few years. It's got a problem where the HDMI port doesn't work, but what I did is got a VGA cable from eBay, 30 quid, and it works on a monitor. So it's handy. I can use a monitor with it. Overheats sometimes, but that's okay. Got an Atari 2600 Junior that my mate Moss found for me on Gumtree. He wanted the controllers and I wanted the console. So he sold me the console, but he basically gave it to me. And he composite modded it for me, so you get a nice stable picture. I've had to use more than one input on these TVs. Unfortunately, I don't have enough TVs. And there is my 2600 Junior running Pac-Man. I've got my PS2. I got that from Moss. I basically got that. I think he got it for a tenner and he just gave it to me for a tenner, and he took it apart and cleaned that as well. So far I've not spent a lot of money. I don't have a lot of money. Now if I was just have to pay full price for stuff, there's no way I could ever afford it. But if you've got friends that are retro heads as well, they will all look out for you. I look out for my mates and they look out for me. That's the way it goes. Also, you can get good deals on Facebook. Here's my original Xbox. I got this in a little shop, a little retro gaming shop for 10 quid with the controller. Works great. I would like to get it modded because I want component out on it, because the picture from composite isn't great, and I've got that running on this projector, but it's a bit bright today so you can't really see it. And I got the projector for 30 quid. The guy even delivered to me, and when I checked it, it only had 50 hours used on the bulb, and it had 5,500 hours on the bulb. And I got this when I traded the 2 Amigas away, so I got that and also the Commodore 64 that you've seen. And I got this PS3. I've got a subscriber and I now consider him a mate. I think he picked it up for cheap and he only gave it to me for 25 quid. And he's just given it to me for the same price he got it. So I've been playing that a lot. I've got that on my monitor there. Under the Master System 2, I have a PlayStation 1. I got for 10 quid at Nerg. It's running on that TV there. I've got Master System 2 there. I got that off James. I think he only wanted 6 quid for it. I'd like to get it composite modded. But the picture on this TV, and this is from RF, it's pretty good. This TV is nice though. I'd like to get more of them, a little 19-inch L, but I got that for free if you can believe it. It's got the DVD drive and they always break, but this one works. Free on Facebook, brilliant, eh? And here's my Mega Drive. I think that's it. So I've got the PS3 for about £25. I've got the PS1 for £10. The Master System 2 for £6. My projector for £30, which doesn't get a lot of use, but it should do. I've got my original Xbox for £10. I've got my Mega Drive in a trade. My PS2 was £10. My 2600 was basically free. I already had my 360 from years ago that I hung on to. I paid £30 for my ZX Spectrum Plus 2.8 in the box. Got my Commodore 64 in a trade. And I got my Commodore Amiga 500 in a trade. By the way, the TVs, I paid 14 quid for this. Nothing for this. Nothing for this. I think this was free. This was free. This is my daughter's TV because I didn't have the TV to show you all. And that's my computer monitor. So what about the games? I've got a couple of hundred games. I normally don't pay more than £1 or £2. James, my friend's doing me great deals at the minute. I'm getting games from him for about £1 each. Really good games as well. I like going to charity shops to find them in car booths, like most of us do. I'm not looking for standout titles, just really what I can find when I can find it. The consoles on the top of my list I'm looking for next is the Sega Saturn. I never had the Sega Saturn for long, but some of the games are awesome. I know some of them can be very dear, but I'm going to go for PAL Commons. And also Dreamcast. I love the Dreamcast, and the games are pretty cheap, apart from the really, rare ones. But there's ways around that. I like to play on original hardware if I can. For everything else I don't have, I use Raspberry Pi. I would like to get an N64, so if anybody's got a good deal on an N64, Sega Saturn or a Sega Dreamcast, let me know. I'm going to play some of these games because it took me ages to set them up. This has been RetroTech 100. I'll see you next time. Oh, these games are so infuriating. I should put Wonder Dog back on.
Mexico. Round 1, fight. Round 2, fight.